Join me on my stadium tour of Ibrox Stadium, the home of Rangers Football Club.
Maris, it's Holland! That's up!
By De Bruyne,
Colin Foden! He's in! There he is! Oh! And it's scored! Darwin Nunez scored!
Before the tour actually begins, I highly recommend you visit the new opened club shop in the Edmondson House, located just across from the Copeland Road stand. You can get stuff from scarves, and it's not only shirts, you've got this kind of t-shirt and a wide range of Castor products. I also recommend you visit the newly opened Edmondson House Cafe, where you can get stuff from sandwiches right down to coffees, etc. Brilliant place to go before your tour begins. For surrounding scenes, I very much recommend, down from the club shop, the Sportsman Chippy, and also if you want a little drink before and after the game, I recommend the Loudon Tavern and the new opened Edmondson House Fan Zone. Also, just down from the old club shop, I really like the nice touch of the Wall of Champions, including legends such as Paul Gascoigne, who you will see in a minute I have got on the back of my shirt for today's tour. There we go, Gascoigne on the back. A European Cup Winners' Cup, 55 league titles, 34 Scottish Cup wins, 27 League Cup wins. It's fair to say Rangers are one of the most successful clubs in world football. Now, for the older club shop, it's really the same things as the new shop in the Edmondson House. The glory days of this season, the excitement when Rangers got to the Champions League. Now, before I head round to the main entrance for the tour, this is the away end at Ibrox. Look at how dirty it is. Now into the main entrance, and this is in fact where your Ibrox Stadium tour begins. After you've provided proof of your ticket for the tour, your tour guide takes you to the press conference room, where manager Michael Beale would be interviewed for a little short video, and you will get plenty of photo opportunities in this room. I also recommend you sit near the front so you get views like this of when the video starts. And it is actually quite cool, you get this. Now, after you've taken plenty of photos, your tour guide will show you roughly 5 to 10 minute video about the history of Rangers Football Club, and let me tell you, it is some video, so sit back and enjoy when you get in there, because it is probably one of the most interesting parts of the tour to find out the history of the club.
The heart of the stadium is the famous Betty Those Words Are Now. Over 100 years have come and gone since Rangers welcomed Hearts to the opening of the ground last in friendships. The first foreign team to visit was Rapid Vienna in 1933, and since then just about every major European club has come and gone.
Now, after the short video, you are taken by your tour guide into this blue room, where you are told plenty of interesting facts about the people that have stood in this room, especially this wall art as well, and also the key pictures of ex-cup finals as well. But this is a very good picture opportunity if you wait behind after the tour guide and other people leave the room. Then after the blue room, you are taken into the manager's room, where there are photos of ex-managers of Rangers Football Club, and you learn about the people that have sat in this room along with the players that have signed contracts for the club.
Which I'll come back to. He went all over Europe.
Again, I do recommend you stay behind and take plenty of photos next to the manager's chair, and maybe you can sneak in it whilst the tour guide isn't there. But all the ex-managers of Rangers are displayed on the wall. But after the manager's office, you are taken out along the corridor. Look at the architecture in this stadium, up to probably the best view you'll get of the stadium itself, the director's box. Now, as this is probably the best view you'll get of the stadium itself, I recommend you take plenty of photos or selfies if no one is with you or feel free to ask the tour guide to take a photo for you, because that is what I done, and very helpful they are.
Rangers directors always sit in the top left-hand corner, and where that lady's sitting on that row, that seat's always left free in case the Rangers manager gets sent to the stand. Graham Souness was very familiar with that seat.
Shortly after, you are told many interesting facts about, for example, the people who would sit in this box. I recommend taking in the views that you will get because, as I said, it is the best view you will get of the stadium itself, except from pitch side. But then, after, you're taken down to the Waddle Members Lounge. And let me tell you, this is a premium suite, and you can see why this is very expensive to go on a match day.
Would you buy this man in your life a season ticket here, man? Called for. I apologise sincerely. Please don't take that. A song at the end of every game, and I said they do, and she was delighted with that. You know what we sing at the end of every game? Correct.
Shortly after, you are told many interesting facts about the Waddle Members Lounge. The tour guide leads the way to probably my favourite part of the tour, the trophy room. And let me just tell you, there are tons and tons of pendants, trophies, medals, even bikes, as you will see in a minute, gifted to Rangers by Paul Gascoigne. There is plenty to see in here, plenty of photo opportunities. Make sure not to miss out on this, because probably the best part and most unique part about the Rangers Stadium tour.
On the wall we have 61-7 we played St Etienne in the European Cup, and the owner is St Etienne on record setting that bike cycling around the perimeter of the pitch. She kept on and on. So Ali reluctantly gets out of bed, golf club in hand, makes his way down the stair, and there's Gaza potting the balls. Gaza, what are you doing? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. An item I dislike the most on the same cabinet. Now I want you to see if you can guess the one I don't like. I think most of us would think it'd be fairly easy, wouldn't we? Onto the reigning monarch, and allegedly there was one left. However, prior to these being made, there was a mining disaster near Stoke, and later in the year Rangers were invited down to play. In 1959, a Rangers Celtic select went up to Inverness to play a friendly. We got the front of the stag.
After the trophy room, you're then taken into the daunting away changing room at Ibrox. Not the biggest that I've seen, but definitely the fine details are very interesting.
Think about it, 1928, a way ahead of time. Now, everybody thinks that through that wall's a corridor. There's no corridor. Sheltered life. Right, we're going for the home dressing room next, so let's go in.
As you heard there, on your way to the home dressing room, there are many details that you can't miss, including the Champions 55 painting on the wall there. But here is the home dressing room itself. Must say, probably one of the best.
Upgrade the seating, we put in better lighting and on it, but we'll keep the dressing room as it is. Before, when he came from, when he joined us, he'd be on, what, 25, 30 grand video, the whole thing. I co-wrote a book with this guy. So we're thinking, main men here.
I also very recommend you stay behind after everyone leaves the home changing room and get a big shot. Here is me with my favourite player, Malik Tillman. And now for one of the best bits, just enjoy the tunnel walk.
Come on. Come me! Let it! Come on, let it! Come on, Peter! Come on, the mascot, Peter! Come on, the mascot, Peter!
The tunnel walk at Ibrox here. Before every game. Although you are rushed along by the tour guide after the tunnel walk, I recommend you take in the views here, because it is a once in a lifetime opportunity to be pitch side. And look at the amount of trophies Rangers have won here. 55 Scottish League titles, European Cup Winners' Cup, Scottish Cups, League Cups, the lot. And now heading back to the main entrance, as this will be the end of your tour at Ibrox. After the tunnel walk, you are guided out of the stadium, and there you go, you are done. Now time to get home to give my overall ratings of the tour. Right, okay, now for the ratings. I have pre-written this because it is too long to remember. But over the last week, this is the third stadium tour I've been on because I was on the Arsenal and Tottenham one. Whilst it's my club and I will always try to defend them, it could be so much better, the stadium tour. And to be honest, it was the worst tour of the three. Yeah, it was also the cheapest by some distance, by the way. And saved somewhat by an excellent tour guide. But lessons could be learned, and open tours with no time constraints is certainly the way to go to modernise the tour. As at times I did feel rushed, and with the number of people on the tour as well, I didn't get all the photo opportunities I felt I could have. Still, it's Rangers, a club steeped in history and class, and hopefully with the addition of the new museum in the Edmondson House, changes are planned and a more modern approach to the tour can be incorporated. But yeah, that is my overall view of the Ibrox Stadium tour. Overall, I'll give it maybe a 7 out of 10. I feel like that is fair due to I had a brilliant tour guide as well. I think his name is John, so if it is, thank you John. Brilliant stadium tour. This is a different video for you all. I thought I'd do little voice recordings over it because there was limits on filming. The guy did say no filming, so I tried my best, but I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for tonight's vlog as I'm filming this. I don't know when I'll upload this video, it might be the night after. Motherwell against St Mirren. So I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.